Hey guys, Kelsey here. So this is my first video on the channel and I am super excited to be a part of this channel because I love discussing everything having to do with Kingdom Hearts and interacting with people who love Kingdom Hearts as much as I do. Now, for those of you who don't know, my job on this channel is to bring you guys news and discuss lore and theories. So today for my first video, I thought I would discuss something that is left up to a lot of speculation when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3, and that is, who are the 13 Seekers of Darkness? Now, of course, in Kingdom Hearts 3, we know that we're going to have the big clash between the 7 Guardians of Light, the 13 Seekers of Darkness, because Master Xehanort is attempting to recreate the Keyblade, gain access to Kingdom Hearts, and restart the ancient Keyblade War. And the 7 Guardians of Light are a lot easier to figure out, but the 13 Seekers of Darkness, not so much. I mean, we have 7 of the Seekers of Darkness figured out. We have, of course, Master Xehanort himself, Young Xehanort, Ansem Seeker of Darkness, Xemnas, Xigbar, Saïx, and even though he's not confirmed, Terranort. He's kind of a given. So that's 7 that we know so far, which leaves 6 that we still have no clue who they are. So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on who I think at least 3 of the remaining 6 Seekers of Darkness are. So the first person that I think could come back as a Seeker of Darkness is Vanitas. Yes, the evil Sora lookalike. Now, the reason I think Vanitas could be coming back is because he was Master Xehanort's pupil for a while, very long time. And not only that, but he was part of Master Xehanort's other plan that he had in Birth by Sleep that, of course, obviously failed. But we also see Vanitas coming back in Dream Drop Distance on Sora's side of things in the Hunchback of Notre Dame world, where young Xehanort comes, taunts Sora, telling him that he's a hypocrite and that his heart's a prison, and all of a sudden we see Vanitas. Now, I don't know if maybe this was just put in there as a little reminder that, hey, Vanitas is still, relevant, but I think this could be a really good indication that Vanitas could be back as one of the Seekers of Darkness. Now, the second person that I think could be a Seeker of Darkness, and this is based on a coincidence, but the second person I think could be a Seeker of Darkness is Luxord. Yeah, Luxord. Now, I know you're probably thinking, why Luxord? Well, this one's more based on a coincidence, but of course, you know that in Kingdom Hearts 2, we fight 4 organization members at the very end of the game in the world that never was. And those 4 organization members are Xigbar, Luxord, Saïx, and of course, the head of the organization himself, number 1, Xemnas. Now, what do at least 3 of these 4 people have in common? They're confirmed Seekers of Darkness. Now, this could just be a coincidence, but I could see Luxord maybe being in the background as an actually very important member of Organization 13 and not as unassuming as they make him out to be in Kingdom Hearts 2. I can see Luxord maybe being some kind of bodyguard for Xemnas, or some kind of watchdog, something like that, but I can see Luxord having been a very important member in the organization. And I don't think it's mere coincidence that 3 of the last 4 people we fight from the organization in Kingdom Hearts 2 are confirmed Seekers of Darkness. Maybe it's just coincidence, but I think it could be a cool little addition to the Seekers of Darkness. Now, the third person who I think could be a Seeker of Darkness is Marluxia. Yeah, I know Marluxia was dealt with in Chain of Memories, but there was a very interesting story update to the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross very recently. And of course, 2 weeks ago, or somewhere around there, we had a story update in Union Cross that finally introduced the 5th Union leader of the Dandelions, Strelitzia. Now, we saw Strelitzia, and she was a sweet, innocent little thing who, was kind of in the background the entire time the player character was doing their thing. And all she wanted was to be friends with our player character. And in this most recent update of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, at least the Japanese version, something very, very interesting happens. We see Strelitzia, in her room, and all of a sudden she's like, oh my goodness, they're not a dandelion, talking about the player character. And of course, she wants to save our player character because she wants to be friends with us, and she's been seeing our journey through this entire story. So she goes on a search for us because she's very concerned. And this search leads her to a really dark, shady warehouse. And so she's in this warehouse, she's looking. All of a sudden we see a shadowy figure. We can't see who it is, but then we hear the metallic sound of a keyblade. Next thing we know, Strelitzia is struck down. She's very gravely injured, and she picks up her Kirithy, or Chirithy, however you want to say it. But she picks up her little Kirithy, and she's limping. She's, regretting all the times that she didn't talk to our player character, telling Kirithy how she wishes she could have saved him. And she's walking towards the light in the door, and her body fades, and the next scene we see her heart floating up. Now, if you know anything about Kingdom Hearts, that means death. Yeah, Strelitzia is dead. Her Dandelion Union Leader guidebook was stolen, and then at the end of one of the episodes of the update, we see the other 4 Union leaders, Ventus, Ephemer, Scold, and Blaine, sitting there waiting for their 5th member after the events of the Keyblade War. And then all of a sudden they see somebody, and who is it? It is Marluxia's somebody. Now, it's not confirmed, technically, that this is in fact Marluxia's somebody, but we have a pretty good idea. For one, the dude has pink hair that's styled exactly like Marluxia's would be if it was shorter. He has blue eyes, and his name is Lauriam. You take Lauriam, you jumble it up, you put an X in there, and you can make Marluxia. Now, of course, there's a lot of speculation as to why they would add Marluxia somebody into the story of, Union Cross. But not only does the update kind of give me a feeling that maybe Marluxia will be coming back as one of the Seekers of Darkness, but if you look at one of the old gameplay trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3, where Sora is fighting these nobodies, there's a certain type of nobody or enemy or whatever it is that is covered or, puts out rose petals or sakura blossoms, whatever they are, but it's the same kind of flower as Marluxia. Now, maybe people didn't think much of it back in the day when the trailer first came out. It was from Jump Festa. I can't remember the year though. I think it was 2015 or 2016. But when that trailer came out, people didn't really think much of it. But with this story update, obviously they wouldn't put in Marluxia Somebody if he wasn't going to come back as a very, very important part of Kingdom Hearts 3, because as Tetsuya Nomura has said many times before, the story of Union Cross, but at the time it was called Unchained Key, but the story of that mobile game ties very closely into the story of Kingdom Hearts 3. So, of course, I don't think it's a coincidence that they put in Marluxia Somebody just as fan service to give people his origin. I think he's going to play a really important part in the next installment of Kingdom Hearts, and I think what he's going to be and what he's coming back as is a Seeker of Darkness. Yes, I know that Marluxia tried to overthrow the organization and betray Xemnas, and of course he wasn't successful. But I think with Xehanort's ability to time travel, he could go back in time, get the Marluxia before he was corrupted by his desire to overthrow the organization, and bring him back in as a Seeker of Darkness. Now, as for the other 3 remaining 6, they could be anybody. I actually have no theories on who the rest could be, and I probably won't until we hear more things about, the release of Kingdom Hearts, maybe see some more, cutscenes and gameplay, whatever other trailers that are going to come out in this next however long until Kingdom Hearts 3 releases. But I think they may be new characters, though it wouldn't really make sense. For the rest of the Seekers of Darkness, we'll just have to see, but those are my thoughts on who I think could be the Seekers of Darkness. Now, let us know what you guys think of this theory, and who you guys think are the other Seekers of Darkness. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And we would really appreciate it if you would show your support by giving this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribing to the channel, and also checking out our Facebook at Neo Seekers of Darkness. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.